Hello and welcome to today's video. Now today I'll be talking about the Charlotte Roval results for Cup and Xfinity. But before we get into that, let's first talk about Las Vegas, which is the next race for the Cup and the Xfinity Series. So Friday, October 13th will be practice or qualifying for the Xfinity Series, 7:05 p.m. for practice and 7:35 p.m. for qualifying. Both of them will be on USA and streaming on NBC Sports. Saturday, October 14th, we practice and qualify first for the Cup Series at 12:35 p.m. for practice and 1:20 p.m. for qualifying. Both then will be on USA, streamed on NBC Sports, PRN, and SiriusXM. Then at 3:30 p.m. will be the Alsco Uniforms 302 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be on USA, streaming on NBC Sports, PRN, and SiriusXM. And then finally on Sunday, for the Cup Series, for the running of the South Point 400 on 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be on NBC, streaming on NBC Sports, PRM, and SiriusXM. So let's now have a look at the Xfinity Series results. And the winner of the Xfinity Series race at the Charlotte Roval is Sam Mayer. Then we have Cole Custer, Josh Berry, Riley Herbst, Kaz Grala, Parker Kligman, Daniel Hemrick, Jonathan Nemechek, Austin Hill, and Sheldon Creed round out of top 10. And Sammy Smith, Chandler Smith, Ryan Sieg, Mike Snyder, and Alex LeBay round out of top 15. Four drivers of the qualify, that being Andy Ladley in the number 87, can't remember what the team was. Preston Partis for his own team, Boris Said for Hendrick Motorsports, and Devin Jones for CHK Racing. I want to mainly talk about that finish. So obviously the finish, Sam Mayer wins the race. Yeah, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. It was an must-win situation, and he won. Cool. However, what was more important though was the battle for the potential final spot. However, because Sheldon Creed, I think it was like maybe +2 above the cut line over Hemrick. Hemrick basically needed to pass Kligerman and Grala for the pretty sure to lock himself into the round of 8. However, they basically did the movie, well, the Disney Pixar Cars movie, and went 3 wide to the line, which I'm pretty sure in the NASCAR app, actually, before they updated it to Kligerman, I should say to these results, it was actually Parker Kligerman in 5th place, and Kaz Grala in 6th. I'm pretty sure it was by like 5 thousandths or even a thousandth of a second was the difference between Kligerman and Grala, that Grala just edged him out. On the line. And Hemrick, I mean, he wasn't that far off either. It was very, very, very close. But Sheldon Creed, I'm pretty sure he got the points over because of the playoffs, so on the stage points, I should say. Compared to even though, I mean, I think if Kligerman actually got that position, actually got 5th place, I think he would have been in maybe by 1 point. I'm not really too sure. But it would definitely taken a miracle. But that was definitely something to watch. Obviously, other than Old Guy basically being taken out by Jet Bird after just body slamming him into turn 1. Let's have a look now at the other finishes outside of the top 15. And obviously, mainly are the playoff drivers. Jet Bird in 34th, Justin Allgaier 37th. That was because that Jet Bird basically bodied Justin Allgaier, and down last place is Brent Moffitt with an ignition issue. And the failed to qualify drivers had they are Andy Ladley, Preston Partis, Boris Said, and Devin Jones. So let's now move over now to the Cup Series results. And the winner of the Charlotte Roval is AJ Allmendinger for the Cup Series. There we have William Byron, Kyle Busch, Ty Gibbs, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, and Ross Chastain round out of the top 10. And Ryan Preece, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson, Austin Dillon, and Christopher Bell round out of the top 15. Obviously no one failed to qualify. One thing I will talk about though is Denny Hamlin, obviously a playoff driver. He crashed out in this race. I'm pretty sure he was the only playoff driver to retire, might be wrong. But he basically wheel hopped on the final chicane. Spun, I'm pretty sure maybe hit Eric Jones, I'm pretty sure he hit, might be wrong. Spun out and then got hit by Mike Rockenfeller in the 42 car. Pretty severe damage, but basically caused him to retire. I'm pretty sure Rockenfeller was alright, I think he continued. But it was still a pretty hefty hit to end Hamlin's day. It didn't really matter though, since he already, I'm pretty sure, advanced via points either way, so it really did not matter. But pretty disappointing result either way for Hamlin. As obviously we get into now the as we start the round of 8. He's still in the playoffs. He's still in the championship hunt, so it didn't really matter. But he was going to literally playoff drive. I'm pretty sure to be knocked out of the race. Yeah, another thing I want to talk about though is the Charlotte Roval itself. Obviously, we know how chaotic it is. Should we really need it in the calendar, especially for 2025 and beyond? My opinion, not really. Like, yes, it is definitely a wild card, but everyone's getting tired of it. I think even the drivers are getting tired of it as well. So I don't really know if they should keep it or not, to be honest, because it's just a bit. It's basically a demolition derby. It's not good for. Oh, especially it's not good for the teams and drivers. It's not even good for the fans, even if they see too many crashes, and it just gets a bit tiring at sorts. So they might need to reconsider the Charlotte Roval. I would not be. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they go to maybe Daytona, maybe for the road course, because that would actually be because that's actually a good, decent Roval. But I'm not really a fan of the Charlotte Roval. It's a bit too much. I'll be honest. In my opinion, it's trying a bit too hard to be like Daytona. It just needs to be its own self, in my opinion. But let's now have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 15. But Wallace, he misses out on the playoffs, which is pretty disappointing, but still a very, very good result either way from Wallace. Brad Keselowski down in 18th, Martin Truex Jr. 20th. Keselowski also missed out as well in the playoffs. Mike Rockefeller, he was part of the wreck with Denny Hamlin, who finished down in last place due to the damaged vehicle policy. And 2 more accidents as well. Eric Jones and Andy Ladley, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with an electrical issue. And I think that might be really all about this race. And just like I said, no one failed to qualify. So here are the standings now for the Xfinity Series after the final round. Well, I should say the final race of the round of 12. Jonathan Nemechek is now the leader after they reset the points, and Austin Hill, Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer, Cole Custer, Chandler Smith, Sheldon Creed, and Sammy Smith round out the top 8. I completely forgot, to be honest, that Sammy Smith was actually still in the playoffs. And then in 9th, we have Daniel Hemrick, then 3 points back, Parker Kligerman, then Josh Berry, and Jed Burton, and down in last place. A horrible year for Josh Berry in his final year for Junior Motorsports. And then it was the leader rest: Riley Herbst, Brandon Jones, Brent Moffitt, Kaz Grala, Parker Retzlaff, Ryan C., Jeremy Clements, and Anthony Alfredo round out of the top 20. So as we now head into a new round, for the final round of 8, I expect the Nemechek to be fine. Obviously a 2-point difference between Mayer and Custer for the final spot in the top 4. I'll be honest, it doesn't really matter of the point system as of right now. It only matters up until the penultimate and the last race of the round. But let's now have a look at the Cup Series standings. Now for the Cup Series standings, William Byron, obviously in the league, considering that all the points have been reset now. Then Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, that's currently in the league of top 4. Then 3 points back is Chris Buescher, 8 points back is Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick. Then 10 points back is Ryan Blaney. And obviously the 4 drivers which were eliminated from the round of 12 includes Brad Keselowski, Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, and Kyle Busch. Joe Logano, Kevin Harvick, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Mike McDowell are still obviously they're not in the playoffs anymore, but they were in the playoffs early on. And then obviously the rest: Chase Elliott, Ty Gibbs, Daniel Suarez, and Alex Bowman down in the top 20. So we'll see what happens in the round of 4. Obviously, we have Las Vegas coming up, so that could be maybe a decent track, maybe for like Larson, Byron, Truex, Reddick, even Bell. So that could be good for some drivers. Even Martinsville might be also a good one as well. So, but and Homestead actually might be pretty good, especially for Larson Bell. But we just have to wait and see what happens there. So just a reminder that next week's schedule race is Las Vegas for the Cup and the Xfinity Series. For the start of the round of 8 for both the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.